WrestleMania moments can change everything. But sometimes the real story doesn't begin until the night after. What happens when the past resurfaces? Not to relive it, but to rewrite it. Today, we are fantasy booking to what happens next for AJ Lee in the Women's Intercontinental Championship. So let's hit that intro and get into it. Break it all down for you. I ain't never giving up. At WrestleMania 42, AJ Lee proved that she's still one of the best in the world, defeating the man, Becky Lynch, to retain her Women's Intercontinental Championship. A huge win, one of the biggest matches on the card. But like always in WWE, the question isn't what you did, it's what comes next. On the Raw after WrestleMania, AJ Lee comes out as champion. She talks about what it meant to win, not just beating Becky, but proving she still belongs at the top. But instead of shutting the door, she swings it wide open. She makes it clear that she's ready for anyone, past, present, or future. Paige's music hits. Everything changes. Paige has returned to the WWE. The crowd loses their mind. She comes down and steps into the ring, looks at AJ. You can feel the history between them instantly. Paige takes a moment, looks around, and says, "This feels like deja vu." And after all this time away, she's not back for nostalgia. She's not back to sit on the sidelines. She's back to do what she does best, and that's wrestle. She tells AJ she's looking forward to making magic with her one more time. And just like that, she leaves the ring. No fight, no cheap moment, just a statement. If you're liking this video so far, make sure you hit that like button. Share the video with your friends. Subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss anything we upload. Drop a comment down below. Would you run this match back between AJ and Paige? The following week, AJ goes straight to Adam Pearce. She wants Paige, and she wants to put her Intercontinental title on the line. But Pearce says no. AJ wonders why. He tells her the next challenger is already going to be decided in a fatal four-way match the next week on Raw, with the competitors being Becky Lynch, Maxine Dupree, the Judgment Day's Roxanne Perez, and Raw's newest signee, former NXT Women's Champion, Jacy Jayne. And the winner will get AJ Lee at Backlash a week from Saturday. The next week on Raw, the match is set. But right before the bell rings, Paige's music hits again. She comes down to the ring and circles around it looking at the competitors. She then joins commentary. She makes it clear that she wanted in this match, but the match was set up before her return. Late in the match, things start to break down. Becky gets sent over the top rope and lands right at the feet of Paige, with Paige jumping up in instinct as not to get hit by Becky. When Becky gets to her feet, Paige is right there, standing in front of her, looking at her. That split-second moment, that hesitation, that's all it takes. Back in the ring, Natty runs down and takes out Maxine. Roxanne Perez capitalizes and hits Pop Rocks. She steals the win. Becky is furious. She immediately starts to blame Paige. She goes at her, but Paige fires back. The two brawl. As Paige gets the upper hand, she sends Becky into a retreat. Later that night, Becky storms into Adam Pearce. She gets straight to the point. She would have won that match if it wasn't for Paige. She wants Paige, and she wants her title back. Pearce, annoyed, reluctantly makes it official. Next week, on Raw, Paige versus Becky Lynch, with the winner becoming the new #1 contender to the Women's Intercontinental Championship. AJ Lee defends her title against Roxanne Perez. But even with Judgment Day involvement, AJ fights through it and retains. On Raw, Paige steps into the ring for the first time in nearly 9 years. She doesn't miss a beat. Becky throws everything at her, but Paige proves she still belongs. Paige wins and becomes the new #1 contender. Jacy Jayne attacks her from behind. Becky joins in. It's a 2-on-1 assault until AJ Lee runs down and makes the save and sends Jacy and Becky running off. Later that night, Jackie Redmond catches up with AJ and Paige. She tells them Adam Pearce has made a tag match for next week on Raw. AJ Lee and Paige versus Becky Lynch and Jacy Jayne. At first, they both look excited, but then she adds one more detail. Adam Pearce has also said 5 days later at Saturday night's main event, the two will face each other for the Women's Intercontinental Championship. And just like that, the energy changes. They go quiet, and they just look at each other. The next week on Raw, the main event, AJ Lee and Paige versus Becky Lynch and Jacy Jayne. Throughout the match, there are moments where you can tell they're not fully on the same page. Hesitations, missed timing, second guessing. But when they click, they look unstoppable. Late in the match, AJ locks the Black Widow on Jacy Jayne. And just when it looks like Jacy is about to tap, two women jump in the ring and attack AJ, causing a disqualification. It's Fallon Henley and Laney Reed. The rest of Fatal Influence has arrived on Raw. The match ends in chaos. And as Raw goes off the air, we get the image of Fatal Influence and Becky Lynch standing over the beaten bodies of AJ Lee and Paige. On Saturday night's main event, it's AJ Lee versus Paige for the Intercontinental Championship. Both women give it their all, not holding nothing back. And towards the end of the match, both women are down and exhausted. And that's when it happened. Becky Lynch and Fatal Influence make their way down to the ring. But before they can, Adam Pearce and WWE officials rush out, ushering them to the back, with Pearce yelling, "Not tonight, you're not messing up this title match." But the damage is done. The distraction is there. And at that moment, Paige capitalizes, hits her Rampage DDT. 1, 2, 3. Paige is your new Women's Intercontinental Champion. As she celebrates with the crowd, AJ Lee just looks on, and you can tell this isn't over. Now, if WWE told this story, this is how I'd book it. But this doesn't feel finished. Paige got her moment, but you can see it. AJ's not done. That look at the end, that's not just frustration. That's a warning. So now, I want to hear from you. Did Paige deserve that moment? Or should AJ held on to the title just a little bit longer? And now, more importantly, what happens next? If this story continues, where does it go? Drop your thoughts in the comments down below. I'm reading all of them. As always, thanks for watching, and we will see you again.
Watch out, 'cause I'm here now and I'm staying.